fixing last year's. What's up, guys? So this is Eddie over here with EKG Racing, as you'll see here in a little bit. Right now, last year we raced for Boers Junction Gym, first race of the year, first race of my life at that, in this pickup. It was a pretty rough race throughout the 3 days that we started this. First it was a muddy slosh pit during pre-running, and then it pretty much went all in the handbasket from there. Started the race, second lap in, lost both my bedsides. Cue the attempt to fix it. So it took out a chunk out of my frame. We're gonna patch that today. And then we're gonna grind down the old mounts on the tubing. We're gonna fix the new mounts for the rear. Because the fronts are still good. I just gotta put new nut certs on the other side for the fender washers and the hardware. Other than that, the race was pretty rough. Lost an engine during that race too, not just actual body panels. But the engine was on the third lap. These were on the second lap. So yeah, this year we're actually going to compete for the whole year. We got a new engine in, bigger cubic inches, more horsepower, equals a better time. Hopefully a better time. Right now, Wednesday we'll be getting it tuned. I got to get the fenders on so it can be street legal again, so I can have taillights and brake lights, and so I can get it registered and everything else like that. And then we're going to get it street tuned, and then hopefully next weekend we'll be going out to desert go testing. And stay tuned for that content too. So for now, cue into this. Alright, hey guys. So, we pretty much got done with the first side. Pretty simple and easy and short to the point. So, patched it. Oh, I gotta fix that right there. Patched that hole. This took some 1.5" by 1/8" flat strap that I had. Patched it, because if you start cutting into this and then starting to plate it in, it's just not good. And then right here we got same thing. So this is all 1-inch tubing now. Before I had 3/4. That is my ground for my taillights, And so we pretty much reused the old mount that I had and just pretty much structured the new tubes. Still got to cut this off and pretty much sand this down or grind it down so it's proper. But this is the more messed up side that we got going on. So yeah, move on to the passenger side now. Okay, before I get started, when you're working on a Baja truck, you gotta have a Baja blast. When you're working on a Baja truck.
Huh. Oh my god, that wasn't really all that funny. That's weird.
Anyways, back to the show. So, what we got going on, both the bed sides are mounted now. There's just a little bit more gusseting we gotta do, because what was happening before, this is a lot of weight. Well, it's light, but it's still a lot of weight. There's a lot of up and down movement. These are still kind of a little bit loose, the hardware and whatnot. But for the most part, they're mounted. We just got to put a few more gussets back on the frame here, because that's where they're breaking, on this tube, and then down here on the actual frame itself, which this truck is back halved, so it doesn't have any actual factory frame. This is all I believe it's going to be 3x2 box, if I remember right. But we're going to put in some gussets in here on both sides. So basically your straights here and here, we'll get gussets, and then we'll put probably a small little gusset that goes here and a small little one that goes here. And that'll happen on both sides, just to keep it to where these don't really break off anymore. But it's the same mount we did on beforehand. We just went from pretty much, let me see if I can find it real quick, 3/4 inch tubing, which I believe is 16th wall, which I was desperate when I wanted to get this done and mounted. And then we went up to 1 inch 120 wall. Significant difference, and there's a lot better chance that these will not come off anymore, because this is so much thinner than this, as you can see. So this was poopy, this is good. So now that that's done, let's get my wizard stick for you guys down. All we have to do now is rewire my taillights, which I gotta fix. As you guys can see, that one's yeah, it's about to leave the chat. So that broke during the race, so I gotta fix that. But we gotta rewire these, because during the race, the crew, when we were doing it, just pretty much snipped the wiring and sent me back on my way, which don't blame them, because we're in a race. Wiring doesn't matter when it comes to taillights anymore. It only matters when you're up front. So I've got to rewire these to make it street legal. So I just at least got brake lights, and I have brake lights that are up on the chase light that are up there. But if I need actual to be street legal, they need to be visible. Not everybody's going to look up there, especially a lot of the stupid people that we have in Grand Junction, Colorado. That's where we're from. With that being said, it's almost street legal again. The other two things I got to do is I got to get insurance back on it, and then I got to get registration for the year, because it's been down for a complete year since I've driven out on the street again. And then from there, we got to reseal one bypass. We blew a bypass on the race as well, now that I remember. And then we got to get it tuned, and then from there we should be good to go. And then probably off to the wrap shop. This truck will look completely different, queuing in to the viewers out there. A lot of people know this truck in Grand Junction as it being white and it being grumpy, hence the grumpy on the side. But we got a special taste for you people coming here soon, so we'll keep that updates on you, and any further things that need to be done on the truck we'll keep you updated on. But that's it for tonight.